On this edition, fixing our eyes on Jesus, we will be considering when we become obsessed with others. When we become obsessed with others. There is a subtle danger that can enter the Christian life without announcing itself. You begin by watching others, how they dress, how they speak, how they pray, how they live, where they fall and where they fail. And before long, you have become so familiar with everybody else's weakness that you have forgotten to examine your own heart. You know who sinned, you know who stumbled, you know who disappointed you, you know who is struggling. But somewhere along the way, you stop looking at Jesus Christ. And perhaps this is one of the quickest ways spiritual growth is stunted in the church. We are looking at one another when we were supposed to be looking unto Jesus. Hebrews says, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. Not looking unto your brother, not looking unto your pastor, not looking unto the believer who failed, but looking unto Jesus. Because if you stay long enough at the imperfections of people, you may begin to think you are righteous simply because you have found someone who looks worse than you. But none of us stands before God by comparison. We stand by mercy. So, when you see a brother fall, do not gossip. Pray. When you see a sister struggling, don't mock. Pray. When someone disappoints you, do not cause their weakness. Ask God to have compassion upon them and upon you as well. Because the person you are criticizing today may be the person God is restoring tomorrow. And perhaps tomorrow, you may be the one who needs somebody to pray instead of somebody to talk. We are not called to be spectators of people's failures. We are called to become like Christ. And the more we look at Him, the more we discover how much we still need His grace. So today, take your eyes off the crowd. Take them off people's imperfections. Take them off comparison. Take them off condemnation. Fix your eyes on Jesus. For what you keep looking at will eventually shape what you become. Fix your eyes on Jesus.